Networking is a key skill for a mentor. So what is networking all about? How can you pass networking skills on to your client so that they can make the best use of their growing network? The objectives of this session are that at the end of it you'll be able to evaluate the role of networking in mentoring, discuss the principles of networking and why they are important, and summarize the skills of an effective networker. So let's start off with what is networking. And here are two definitions. The first is that networking is an organized way of creating links from people we know to people that they know for a specific purpose. So this highlights that networking is not just about the person we're connected to. It's about all the people that that person can connect us with and all the people we are connected to that we can connect them to. The second definition is creating a group of acquaintances and associates and keeping it active through regular communication for mutual benefit. Networking is based on the question, how can I help, not what can I get? The key bits of this are, firstly, creating a group of acquaintances and associates. Secondly, keeping it active through regular communication. Thirdly, for mutual benefit. And then, that it is based on the question, how can I help, not what will I get? Here's an exercise to think of the role of networking in mentoring. So from what you've learnt so far, write down what is the role of networking in mentoring. Here are some reasons, you may have some others as well. One of the roles of a mentor is to use their network to put their client in touch with other people that may be useful for them. So as a mentor, you having a good circle of influence can be important, not only for you, but for your client as well. You will also want to be a role model of great networking skills, because in most situations, networking is an important skill for a client to acquire. What is most often misunderstood are the principles of networking. Many people think that networking is all about what can I get from these people I meet, whereas networking is the opposite. As we've already started to explore in the definitions, networking is about giving and sharing. Networking is about how can I help this group of people? What can I do? Who can I put this person in contact with? So networking is a method of using your links to help someone else achieve a particular purpose. So a main principle is promoting others and their needs, and it's about helping people. Great networkers are those that are constantly thinking about how can I help these people? Who do I know that I could put them in touch with? That is very much what you will be doing as a mentor. Another principle is about contributing and accepting support. We've talked about contributing support, and it's also about accepting support. Some people are very good at helping others, but less good at accepting support for themselves. This can be counterproductive. In the end, people stop accepting help from them because they feel bad about constantly taking and not being able to do something for the person, because they don't accept support when it is offered. Another principle is about ensuring that it's all right to ask for a favour without expecting anything back in return. Many people get less out of networking because they think if they help someone, then they keep a score and think that that person has to do them a favour. And then they say networking doesn't work. Well, they're right, networking doesn't work like that. The principle in networking is that the larger your network, the more you help others, and the more you will be helped, but not necessarily by the people who you helped. Networking, therefore, is a method of increasing your circle of influence. It's about sharing information and goals with the purpose of helping and creating opportunities. That means that you're constantly on the lookout for ways in which you can help others, for ways in which you can promote others, for ways in which you can tell others about people in your network. And finally, it's built on trust and persistence. You will only be happy having people in your network who you can trust and who you can be happy to recommend to others. It's about persistence because networking produces results over time. It takes time to build up the network, for people to get to know you enough that they will help you and that you will be comfortable telling them about. And it's for this reason that it's a role in mentoring. Because it takes time to build up a network, then a mentor can help their client by using their own network. Based on those principles, the 4 stages of networking are preparation, building the network, creating opportunities for referrals, and then maintaining the network. So, starting with preparation, here are some things that you may want to think about. What is it you want to get from networking? Or if you're going to a networking event, then what outcome do you want from that event? Think about what type of event it is. It's always helpful to get a list of people who'll be attending so that you can think about who you would like to talk to. Make sure you have business cards and or other information that you may want to give other people. And it's usually useful to think in advance how you're going to handle the information you're given by other people. It's easier to do some sorting at the event rather than waiting till you get back to an office or wherever it is you hold your contact details. You may want to have some system that separates those people who you would like to contact further and those that you don't want to. This exercise is to help you think about how you can make the most of any opportunities you have to build your network. What sort of occasions can you use for building your network? What will you need to do in order to get the most from such occasions? I'm sure you thought of many types of occasions. There are specific networking events, there are business meetings, there are ad hoc meetings with people, for instance, on the train. And all these occasions are chances where you can actually build your network. And then thinking about actions that you can take. Firstly, very important is to create rapport. And then to find out as much information as you would need to know whether you can trust the person and that you could tell other people about them. And then tell people enough about yourself so that they can do the same. And constantly look for ways in which you can help people by introducing them to others. The frame of mind for networking is about the last point made. That is about constantly looking out for opportunities where you can help others by making referrals. This is known as third ear listening. Then after that it's about making introductions, putting 2 people in touch with each other. This exercise is to help you get into the third ear listening state. Find a partner to work with. Talk to them and ask them questions about something they are planning to do this year. And as you're talking to them, become aware of the number of opportunities you have to put them in touch with someone that could help them. For example, perhaps they're planning a holiday, and they may talk about how they haven't decided which airline they're going to use. And that would be an opportunity to recommend one that you have used. Then we come on to maintaining the connections. It's very important to keep in contact with people in your network, and there are many ways in which you can do that, and it's surprising how quickly contracts drop if the connection is not maintained. So you can email, send out newsletters, go to meetings, make phone calls, and many, many other ways. It's important to keep making referrals and to let people know when you have referred them to someone. It's another way of keeping in contact, and it also makes sure that they realise where the connections have come from. And here's an exercise to help you think more about networking. Write down what you've learnt from this session that will help you in your networking. If you were to summarise networking to your client, how would you do it?